Hearing the name iFFALCON for the first time, I wasn't sure what to expect. I never heard of this brand, and after 3 weeks of using it, I'm so glad I got to try it because the results are a bit unexpected. First, let's look at the image quality. It has deep blacks. I wasn't able to tell that until I put it side by side with other TVs of the same price point. Right now, I have tested 3 TVs. There is one TV with a bit greyish black when it should be black, and here is a question: which TV do you think it is, Xiaomi or PRISM? In the 3 weeks of looking at this TV, from what is perceptible to my eyes, it looks really sharp to me, and it is when I put it against other TV. Yes, do wait for me, I'll be doing a video to compare Xiaomi and PRISM, so watch out for that. The TV brightness is up to 217 nits on this VA panel. I find it bright enough to watch it in daylight. But when I change to dynamic picture profile, I do feel that it's pulling a bit of blue on a white, and it only happens in certain movies. So far, I prefer the standard and movie profile when it comes to my viewing experience. The TV refresh rate is 60Hz, no VRR. Unfortunately, I don't play games, so I won't be qualified to test this part. Also, this TV sports 4K HDR10 and micro dimming. It even lets you know that you are watching HDR10 content, which is a really nice confirmation. Here is one movie scene from The Darkest Hour. I'm using the movie profile with micro dimming and dynamic contrast set to high. Winston Churchill here is dressed in black with minimal lightings in the background. The highlights are really lifted, but not too harsh. It preserves the black, shadows and details in the sky without brightening the entire scene too much. And I do have a little feedback. The micro dimming seems to change with the profile, so each time I switch profile, I have to turn on micro dimming again. I also like that it gives me a lot of control over brightness, color, clarity and motion. You can play around and see what you like. For me, I like to switch off the motion smoothing as it tends to give me the soap opera effect. Even Tom Cruise made a video about it. Wait, did I mention that this is a smart TV? Which means it has Android TV built-in, so there is Google Play Store for you to download apps. Chromecast, for example, on YouTube, you have the icon that you can cast the video to the TV, and also Google Assistant, but a bit more interesting. Because the way it is built into the TV is a bit different from Xiaomi and PRISM. When I switch off the TV, I can still talk to Google. To start using this feature, remember to switch on from the side. Also remember to turn on network on standby for this feature to work. So Mother's Day and Father's Day is coming up. Maybe you want to buy this TV for your parents and you're afraid that they don't know how to use it. So with Google Assistant, you don't really need the remote anymore. Let me do a few Google demo without triggering your Google Home. Raise the volume to 7. Play Catch Me If You Can on Netflix.
Sure. Opening Netflix.
Play the video. Fast forward the movie to 10 minutes. It also works with your smart home devices. Switch off the TV. Switch off the AC.
Okay, turning the study AC off.
So if you have parents like mine, my mom speaks Chinese and my dad speaks English, it's difficult to adapt the TV to both languages. I suggest you leave the TV in English and go to the Google Assistant app. Add both languages into the app and you will be able to work the TV hands-free in both languages. 怎么煮海南鸡饭? Huh? So this TV is hands-free and it works with Chinese? Then my mom don't need to ask me questions about the remote anymore. 照这样嘛, we should have this TV long time ago. 我想看第8频道. So you can also switch to the local TV shows. But I do have two complaints about this Google thing. First, if I talk too loudly to Google, it sometimes triggers the next nearest Google Home. So I have two Google Assistants responding to me, which can be quite confusing. Second, there seems to be a limit on the standby time, so the next morning it's completely shut off. And when that happens, I can't use Google Assistant till I switch it on. For the remote, it has a minimalistic design and it's slim to hold. Right at the bottom, they put the most frequently used apps like Netflix and YouTube for easy access, but they lack the option to customize the button. I would want a few empty buttons here that I can link to certain apps that I downloaded. That will be perfect. Besides the physical remote, you can download a remote app called Magic Connect. It has the standard controls like the physical remote and also the list of apps from your TV. So you can launch the app straight from here instead of going back and forth on screen. Because of the app, you or your family members can control the TV at the same time. Just use the app on your own phones. And one app that I like is the screen mirroring app. So I can mirror my iPhone to the TV. Example, when I have my parents over, instead of showing them photos on my phone, I can stream it to the TV and show everybody at home. Or from the iMac, I can mirror or use it as a separate screen without using any extra cables. Because this is an iOS feature, you are using Wi-Fi to connect. It can be a bit laggy if your connection is not good, and expect the resolution to downscale when you're using this feature. I noticed a bit of lag after opening this app, so what I'll do is run the TV guard to optimize the TV and it's back to normal. Also, this app is free to use. And for those of you who like Viu and MeWatch, you will be disappointed because it doesn't work with this TV, but you can still watch it from the T browser app. Also, there are two uncommon features. First is the audio only, where you can listen to music and turn off the display at the same time. Over here, I found a TV recording function. Just plug in a USB thumb drive and you'll be able to record a TV show. Well, it's not common, but it's there if you need these features. Now, let's talk about sound quality. I was honestly surprised when I first heard it. It sounds really clear and right in your face. According to the specs, it has two 9.5-watt speakers with Dolby audio. So if you plan to put this TV in your bedroom, you don't need to plug in any more things like speakers, Android TV stick, Chromecast, Google Home, because these four things are built into the TV. Just plug in the power cable and you are good to go. Even though this TV is using a Bluetooth remote, there is IR function, so it means that you can add it to your smart home controllers, but you have to test it under TCL brand. For those of you who are using existing TV mount, you need to know that the iFFALCON Vesa Mount is slightly lower than the older TVs. For example, on my old Samsung, the mount is in the middle. So if you don't mind that, you can just mount it and it will be positioned higher. Or you have to lower your existing bracket. I highly recommend this stand from EdgeWall on Shopee. Two reasons. The height for this stand is just nice for a 55-inch TV and there's enough distance between the three legs, but on the PRISM stand, it's too tall. On a narrow base, it feels like it will topple if there's a strong wind coming. So if you need a three-legged stand, I highly recommend this one from EdgeWall. Also, I noticed the inputs and outputs are positioned at the side instead of the back, which is good. So when I mount this TV in my bedroom, I could still access the ports easily without taking down the entire TV. And these are the ports available on the iFFALCON. There is USB, LAN, HDMI ARC, HDMI, TV antenna, optical output, HDMI 3, USB 2.0, AV in, and headphone. In my opinion, I really feel that they built up the TV to the best in this price range. The colors are good, it is sharp. I wasn't expecting this at all. They really strip away all the fluff and charge you for the lowest price. So yes, I highly recommend this TV below the $800 mark.